2 attitude. If you think about the people working with you, there'll be some people who they come in and they do the bare minimum, right? They do just enough to keep their job. And these people, if you've got a lot of them, we call this quadrant here, the hostage quadrant. If you've got a lot of people in this quadrant, then you've got some real problems, because this is what we call a red zone. These people, if they won the lottery, they probably wouldn't even call you to let you know they're not coming back, right? They're misery guts, they're miserable to be around, they make it miserable for everybody to be around. But I'm sure you've probably got some people like that in your business. And you'll hear me talk throughout our presentation today, you have to coach up or coach out. Write that one down. Coach up or coach out. You, as a leader, that's one of the first things you want to be doing, is always in your mind, is this a coach up situation? And that's where you want to start. You always want to start with coaching up. But high performing people will not stay in teams where low performance is tolerated. So if you're not coaching out underperformers fast, you won't keep your high performance people. They'll go somewhere else where they can be pushed along, okay? And in fact, these guys are actually quite dangerous because you like them. You like these guys, right? Because they're easy. They come in, they do what you ask of them, then they go home. No drama. Problem is, these guys are coming in and doing what's asked of them and then going home. If they make suggestions for change and things like that, it's only small change. And because they don't have the business acumen that our business partners might have, sometimes the changes that they are suggesting have unintended consequences because they haven't got that business acumen. If you've got a lot of people sitting in that quadrant, your business is flatlining. It's not that they're not passionate, it's not that they're not necessarily good, they just haven't necessarily put the stuff together to get them to move above the line. Think of the people that come in, do their job, do what's asked of them, do it well, but they're not changing the world. And it's not saying it's bad to have some people in this quadrant, you just don't want your business filled with them. The second question I often ask people, and it's a good one to ask managers because most of them don't know, if you had an unexpected expense of $75,000, how much in additional revenue would you have to generate in order to maintain the same profitability level as last year? Okay, let me tell you what it comes off. It's your return on sales, right? That is the figure that it comes from. So if your return on sales is 5%, you're looking at about $1 million you'd need to raise in revenue in order to cover a $75,000 expense. Apple, their return on sales is 25%. So companies that have high stock levels, like retail companies, manufacturing, those sort of high inventory levels, they're always going to have a lower figure than businesses like mine, where it's up in here. I don't have a lot of, stuff floating around. Most organisations you walk in, people don't know that, and it's okay. But in a high-performing organisation, they go, oh, hang on, I might not know the figure, but let me tell you why that question's important. And here's how I'm managing my costs. Because when people don't have a lot of business acumen, it's only a $3,000 computer. Why are you making us work with this crappy old thing over here? Right? You have to build their business acumen with everything else.
So I'm here with Sam Wright, one of the partners of Ambrose Hewson Accountants here in Toowoomba. So Sam, what did you think of the workshop?
Hi Lucas, it was a great workshop today. It's perfect for small business owners who need to step away from the business, focus on some professional development over lunch with fellow businesses. And today's presentation really brought home the message that how important culture is in every organisation, no matter big or small. And I thought Shelley's presentation today really reinforced using great cut-through messages and strategies, how important it is to implement in everyone's business.
So some fantastic takeaways there, Sam. So what do you think you can implement in your business?
Well, there was a couple of strategies there, the 4Bs of high performance culture. That to me really hit home, and it implied we as managers and business owners, we have to make time for the business. If we're ignoring the business and just focusing on the grind, which is easy to do, it's great to have sessions like this, which are a reminder to get away from that and focus on the business, because it'll just get run down if you don't concentrate enough on it.